It is time to settle this. Which mob are you going to vote for during Minecraft Live of 2021? We have the Allay, the Glare, and finally the Copper Golem. But which one is going to take the victory? Well, today we're going to be talking about what these three mobs are and what they do, so that way we can get to the bottom of which mob that you might want to see added to the game. Our first mob is called the Glare. The Glare is going to be a mob that's going to be used to detect darkness. So let's say you're way down inside a cave like this. You can see how dark this cave can be. It can be quite dark and quite difficult to see through. But if you add yourself the Glare, then it's going to show you where you can place down a torch and where a mob can end up spawning, which can ultimately end up saving your life and also save you the time of spamming torches all over the place. Now obviously if you're on the Bedrock edition, this is going to be a mob that's going to be very useful because we have no F3 screen. Which on the Java edition, they do have an F3 screen, which in turn will go and show you on how the light level is in a certain block. But on Bedrock, we have no such thing as that. We have no way of knowing how much light is in an area. So this is going to be a mob that's going to be used to do exactly that. Detect darkness and detect where mobs can spawn. Then our second mob is the Allay. The Allay is going to be used to collect items. Now if you thought that this mob would be a duplicator, I'm sorry, this mob does not duplicate items. It only collects items around a certain area. It only goes around an area and it will collect items of that same type. So let's say you gave him a cookie like Jeb did in his video. Well, he can come back with 5 more cookies that he found around the area. So let's say you're making a tree farm. Sometimes the saplings might end up falling onto the ground. But if you want the Allay to collect those saplings for you, then just give him a sapling. Then he'll go off and collect all the saplings for you and bring them right back. And this might also be very useful for seeds. So let's say you're making a wheat farm. Well, maybe you can give him seeds, then he can go and collect all the seeds for you, making things so much easier for the player. Now wherever note blocks are, you can place a hopper right by the note block, and then the Allay will go over to the note block and it will drop off that item right at the hopper, or even at the player. Like back to the farm idea. If you put a note block down to the hopper, then you give him a sapling, a carrot, or even wheat seeds, then he can go off and pick up those items and drop them off right at that hopper, so you can just pick them right out of the chest, making things really, really easy. Now for our third and final mob, it is the Copper Golem. This will be a golem that you'll be able to make just like an iron golem or even a snow golem. So more than likely you might end up using one cut copper block or maybe just a regular copper block with a pumpkin right on top. Maybe there's going to be a lightning rod involved. And if you take a look at the mob's design, it does look like there is a lightning rod on top of his head. Plus, this was just confirmed by Olaf, a Minecraft developer. He stated that the lightning rod, it's not just for show on the head, it will end up being functional and it will remove the oxidation. And you can also use an axe to remove the oxidation. Now over time the Copper Golem will also oxidize, and then once it reaches the final form, which is the fully oxidized form, then it will end up freezing in place. Now the mob will also enjoy pressing copper buttons, which is going to be a new redstone block that we can get inside the game. But this mob will randomly press these buttons every once in a while. So let's say you place down a copper button somewhere inside your world. Well, every once in a while, if you have yourself a Copper Golem near there, then it will go up to the button and then it will press it out of curiosity. So we could probably use this for like randomizers, for redstoners and all sorts of different redstone mechanics. But is it going to be useful for the everyday Minecraft player? Maybe it'll be fun to mess around with when it's first added, but then I feel like that not many people are going to use them afterwards, because there are lots of other ways to use randomizers. Now out of all three mobs, the Glare, to where it's going to help detect darkness. But like myself, I don't think many people need help knowing how dark an area is. Like you go to a dark area, and guess what? You're like, okay, it's very dark. You can just grab yourself a torch, place it down. And that's very, very simple. Like, do you need a mob to tell you on where a mob can spawn? Do you need a mob to know how dark an area is? No, not really. The Allay would be very good for many Minecraft players because it would help to collect items for that player. Then for the Copper Golem, this would only be good for maybe redstone users, and that's just about it. But also, it would be very cute to look at. I had to say a no for the Copper Golem. I'm also going to say no for the Glare, because I don't need any help knowing how dark an area is or where a mob can spawn. I can't really do that as it is right now. So I think I'm going to vote for the Allay. The Allay sounds like it's going to be a very interesting mob inside the game, and definitely going to be a very cute one as well. But with that being said, I'm not going to tell you on what you should vote for. I want you to vote for whatever you want to vote for. Don't listen to anybody about what to vote for. Don't listen to Dream. Vote for what you want. What does your heart truly want in the world of Minecraft? Do you want a new golem? Vote for the golem. Do you want a cute Vex? Well, vote for the cute Allay Vex. If you want to vote for a cute bush, then vote for a cute bush. I mean, it's up to you at the end of the day on what you want to vote for. And hopefully you will pick a mob that you want to truly see inside the game. If you guys enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like, subscribe if you're around here, and don't forget to turn on notifications, and I will catch you next time. Goodbye.